I'm starting a company. It's called Mason Jar Event Group. We're gonna do cannabis pairings.
It's taken over my mouth.
Like, I want to drink that.
Yes, Queen Bee.
I mean, he projectile vomited at the table. What's spicy?
My whole body's watering.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Welcome to the Caliente Heat Check Challenge, where we enjoy spicy gummies and even spicier conversation topics. I am your host, McCarter. You can find me on Instagram at McCarterGetsHigh. For today's challenge, we have Kendal Norris of Mason Jar Events. Welcome.
Thank you, happy to be here.
Yes, with years of experience cultivating memorable cannabis-themed events, paired artfully with music and comedy in a consumption-friendly environment, Kendal has mastered highly enjoyable experiences. So thank you again for coming on. We're so excited to have you.
My pleasure. Thank you for the invite.
Okay, and with that, let's try our first gummy and get into our first question. This is heat level 1 of 1. The flavor is the watermelon chamoy, so it shouldn't be too spicy yet.
It's delicious.
Super yummy. While you're soaking it into your taste buds, our first question we have for you is, how did you first get into pairing live events with cannabis?
I worked for a vendor that produced festivals. And so I started working for him and doing Lollapalooza and the Chive Festival and a couple of other smaller ones. But during all this, I was traveling a lot. I had a high school student, and I was like, I need to be a little more present. So I stopped doing that, and then one night I was like, you know, I need to get this figured out. Like, what's my next success? What do I need to do to get there? So anyway, I fell asleep and I woke up and I looked at my husband and I said, I'm starting a company. It's called Mason Jar Event Group. We're gonna do cannabis pairings like wine pairings. And he was like,
Love it.
okay. And that was 9 years ago.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that you just were thinking on it and then woke up with your idea and executed and haven't looked back since. Okay, well, let's get into our second gummy. It's available in dispensaries. It is the jalapeno honeydew, and it's a heat level 2 out of 5.
Like, I want to drink that.
So good, right? Yeah, what flavors are you getting?
It is getting definitely hotter. More spicy.
Oh, it pairs so well together. The honeydew with the jalapeno. Which one do you get first? I feel like I get the honeydew first and then the jalapeno, whereas the first one, it was opposite.
Right, opposite. Agreed.
Ooh, but now the jalapeno's lingering on my tongue. So do you think it's a 2 out of 5 for you, spice level was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a significant jump, I think, though.
Sure.
I might go 2.5.
I still feel it. It's lingering.
It sits there with you for a while. It's like a jalapeno margarita, really.
Yes. Oh, so yummy. Well, our second question that goes with that one is, who is your ideal musician or comedian pairing for a Mason Jar event?
I mean, if I could have anyone in the world play,
Yeah.
I'd have to that's so hard.
Yeah, to narrow it down. You can
Genres,
share your top
but
couple.
so I'm a huge Widespread Panic fan.
Okay.
So I would have the Panic Boys come along and do an acoustic set.
Oh,
that
that'd
would be
so cool.
killer to have happen.
Yes.
But if I can have anyone in the world, Beyonce.
Oh,
the queen
yes,
herself.
Queen Bee. We need to get
So maybe
Queen
Panic
Bee.
opening for Beyonce would be perfect.
And then they would all be throwing out Chiba Chews Caliente gummies.
Obviously.
I love that. Okay, awesome. Well, let's get into the third gummy we have is the Aztec Chili Watermelon, which is spice level 3 out of 5.
It's
Oh, I feel it.
spicy, but this was a whole mouth hot.
Right.
This
This flavor is a habanero mango pineapple, spice level 4 out of 5.
for sure.
You taste it?
Oh, taste
that
the
spice,
habanero
that
is
hot?
Super zingy right in the beginning. Oh my God, I'm totally sweating.
I love this. Okay, perfect. Well, let me ask you your question so we can really put the heat on. So how much weed is too much in your opinion? Have you ever
That's
had
ridiculous.
to kick someone out of an event? And can you tell us about it?
What's spicy? Yes. I did have to. I had one person one time, if you can believe it, that overconsumed. And not only did he just overconsume, but he got violently ill and projectile vomited at the table.
No!
Right next to Ricardo Baca. Oh my God. I'll never forget this guy's face. I'll never forget anyone at the table's face. Everyone was just horrified, and this poor guy and his date was just he was several shades of green and gray. And so then at a different event,
No.
here they come again, and I was like,
You should have red flagged his name.
What?
This guy, I'm sorry, you can't come again.
Oh my God. So
But
here
was
he
he
rolls
fine?
up. He was. And they have come to so many events. But he rolls up and I was like, are we gonna have a problem tonight?
Well, how are you doing with the spice level of the 4 out of 5?
I'm good, but this is definitely as soon as you put it on your mouth,
You feel it?
yeah.
It's lingering a lot. It's really taken over the tongue at this point, fully surrounded all the taste buds.
All of them.
Pick up this last gummy. 5 out of 5 heat level. It is the ghost pepper, but before we bite in, I want to ask our final question, which is, what is the best event you've ever produced and why? As well as the worst. Mine's sweet right now, but it's gonna hit.
Please come in.
Woo! Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Tell us about your worst event.
Oh my God. It was such a great idea. Partnered with all of these graffiti artists.
Well, that is so cool.
And it was 20 international, oh my God, artists. Anyway, we had this access to this warehouse. And so we bought all the paint, we painted everything black. Lordy.
It's taken over my mouth.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that one is pasti.
Whew.
The art was perfect. Everything was perfect, except Denver experienced torrential rains.
Oh no.
And it was it was national news of these flash floods that happened in the
Really?
city.
No.
And the freaking place flooded.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh my
It
God.
flooded so bad. I had, my operations guys were outside digging a trench, a French drain. One of the sponsors
So hot.
was walking through the building, and she stepped in what she thought was maybe this much water, and it went up to her middle thigh.
No.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
How are you doing taste bud wise?
Oh, that's hot.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
think
really
we can
hot.
agree that's really hot.
It won't go away.
I'm my eyes are watering.
My whole body's watering.
Whew.
Kendall, thank you again for coming on and completing the Caliente Heat Check Challenge by Chiba Chews. You were amazing. If you would like to complete your own Caliente Heat Check Challenge by Chiba Chews, check out your local dispensary and ask them how to get involved. It's really hot.
That's really hot.
It won't go away.